So very recently, I hit a milestone that I've been aiming to hit for a while. In a straight line, only a straight line at the minute, I have become the fastest man on my team. But it just dawned on me that I used to be so effing slow, and through hard work, I've become the fastest in a straight line. I usually have some sort of script like on my laptop. It's not much of a script, it's more the bullet points. I have nothing for this one because I'm just speaking purely from the heart here. So bear with me if I pause for a few minutes or seconds. So yeah. So I'll tell you how I got to this point. So from a young age, I was very unathletic, very unathletic. I had some condition growing up, I think. I don't really know what it is, to be honest, but it meant I was just pretty unathletic, very stiff, very slow. Even for a child, I was just bad. And yeah, I remember one guy in my primary school was slower than me. So you get in my class at it. So you can imagine, pretty embarrassing. Yeah. Around the age of 13 is when I started getting into fitness properly. I was always playing football in that time, but I mean the actual fitness part, particularly the strength element of it. But obviously I had no weights then, so it was just pure body weight. Just banging out push-ups, sit-ups, planks. They were the main ones. Body weight squats. Around age 14, invested in my first pair of dumbbells. But I also haven't mentioned this before. I started boxing at age 14. But it was more like 15. I was 14 for 1 month and I turned 15. So yeah, started boxing. Actually got very good at that. I was playing football alongside it. At one stage, I hated football. I just wanted to go all in on boxing. But for whatever reason, it didn't suit at the time, or I just didn't have the balls, or whatever it was. I'm still playing football now, and I don't actually regret that. I'll tell you why. I started MMA after that. Now, at the boxing club, we wore headgear, we wore heavy gloves, we always wore hand wraps. If you threw any power shots, the coach called you out on it. He didn't give out to you, but he just told you to take it easy. MMA, however, there was no headgear, very little coverings, but that's MMA. And the main problem, big shots were not only allowed, they were celebrated. Now, I could take it all right. What I couldn't take it was my brain. Yeah. For a while, I was fucking sure I had some form of brain damage. It was scary, honestly. Imagine me. I was 17 at the time. I'm 18 now. Imagine me thinking, shit, this is it. I'm just gonna be a mindless zombie for the rest of my life. I've healed out. I think. I fucking hope so. Anyway. But I had to quit MMA after that. I think it was November 2024. I quit. I went all in on football. And that's when I made it my mission. I'm going to become the most athletic man on that team. And that included the fastest, because I was already the strongest man on the team, but I wanted both. Fitness, I could work on that, but currently the fastest and the strongest, so I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, that's kind of my athletic background, so it is. Which I was always very slow. And in the past year or so, I think I first properly started doing some speed work in 2023, around late 2023, maybe early 24. It started off with just accelerations. Now, I was resting 30 seconds between reps. The technique was awful, but I was sprinting. That's the important part. It only went up from there. So I just gradually kept decreasing my sprint times. I know I'm beating this fella now, until I beat everyone now by about 1/10 of a second, but I beat them. That's what matters. So now how can you do the same? So, like I said there, when I first started sprinting, the form was terrible. It wasn't conducted properly, but I was sprinting, and that's the important part. Start sprinting. If you want to get fast, start sprinting. Now, did it help that I had a very strong strength base? It was about 3-ish years of good strength training. Yes, definitely helped. Absolutely, no denying that. But as I've said in previous videos, strength is not everything. It's important, but it's not everything. And in fact, the further along you go, the less important it becomes in terms of speed. Because like it's only transferable up to a certain stage, and then you need to start looking more into power work instead of strength. So yeah, you want to start sprinting, of course. And if you're not doing that already, you want to lift. If you're not lifting, just lift, please. And also start introducing light plyometrics if you haven't already. Then obviously work your way up to medium, then heavy, blah, blah, blah. I have videos going over it. This is just a general blueprint and kind of a storytelling video. So yeah, you want to start off with kind of acceleration sprints, then slowly work your way up to top end speed. Because in most sports anyway, acceleration is more important. I'd say in pretty much every sport, acceleration is more important. But top end is also important in its own right. So you need to make sure you work on both. Like I'm not sure what my numbers are. Like, I think my 10-meter time is something like 1.63. I don't know what my max velocity is. I put it around 8.5 to 9 meters a second. So that's pretty damn good numbers. I still want more, of course, because it's that attitude that got me to this stage, and it's that attitude that's going to keep me in this stage. So if you want to become the fastest or strongest or fittest man on your team, you need that attitude that you're going to be the fastest, strongest, or fittest man on your team. Yeah. Obviously, sprint mechanics are pretty important as well. And obviously, sprint drills, which you do before the session as well. So there's a thing called a boom boom. There's a straight leg bound, lateral bounds. They're all very important as well. But nothing is more important than sprinting. And how did I do it? I literally stayed consistent. I sprinted at least once a week, maybe twice a week. I got at least one, aim for two. That's basically it. That's because I was basically the only man doing it consistently. That's how it happened. So, hope you enjoyed this wee rant I had today. And I hope you took something from it. Train to dominate, not just to look good.